While the Inflation Reduction Act concentrates on clean energy incentives that could drastically reduce overall U.S. emissions, it also buoys oil and gas interests by mandating leasing of vast areas of public lands and off the nation's coast.
And according to industry analysts and climate experts, it locks renewables and fossil fuels together if the Biden administration wants solar and wind on public lands. It must offer new oil and gas leases first. As a result, U.S. oil and gas production and emissions from burning fuels could keep growing. With domestic demand sliding, that means more fossil fuels exported to growing foreign markets, including from the Gulf, where pollution from oil and gas activity plagues many poor and minority communities. Analyst says to the industry, the new law signals Democrats must abandon the notion that fossil fuels could be rendered obsolete and instead work with companies so drilling can continue. The leasing provisions mark a failure in efforts by environmentalists and social justice advocates to impose a nationwide leasing ban. The movement's high point came when Biden followed campaign pledges to end new drilling on federal lands with an order his first week in office suspending lease sales. Rising prices and inflation pushes Zimbabwe to brink. Now many residents there have to face the shortage of fresh water, food and energy supplies.
Prolonged water shortages mean most residents of the capital city of more than 2.4 million must source their own water. Even some goods previously regarded as basics are now out of reach for the family. Rising prices and a fast depreciating currency may have pushed many Zimbabweans to the brink, and with inflation jumping from 191% in June to 257% in July, many Zimbabweans fear the country is heading back to such hyperinflation. To prevent a return of such economic disaster, President Emerson Mnangagwa's government last month took the unprecedented step of introducing gold coins as legal tender. The country's central bank, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, said the 1-ounce 22-carat coins would help tame runaway inflation and stabilize the nation's currency. But it has not affected the recent economic burden.
Yeah.